Hi, in this video for pre-IB tutoring, I will tell you something about the IB chemistry course. I will talk about the books, the topics, the tests, the internal assessment, and the external assessment. Okay, first of all, the book. I don't have the main book with me right now, but I do have the online version, and it looks like this. This is the front of the book, and it contains all the topics we need for higher level and standard level. There are 11 main topics, and the higher levels all have an additional topic on top of the standard level, but it uses the same knowledge, it just goes way more in depth for the higher levels. The topics are stoichiometric relationships, atomic structure, periodicity, chemical bonding and structure, energetics and thermochemistry, chemical kinetics, equilibrium, acids and bases, redox processes, organic chemistry, and measurement and data processing. There are also 4 options, which are materials, biochemistry, energy, and medicinal chemistry. Well, just to give you an example on the book, every chapter starts with this and little introduction, and then there are the subtopics. This is what the book looks like, with some purple boxes, some TOK of course, some yellow boxes, Another very useful book, I don't know if your school will supply it, but I find it very useful, is the IB study guide. It basically contains all the chemistry chapters, but then summarized really handy, just with only the knowledge you need to have for the test. So not with the nature of science or with additional information about, for example, the history, but just purely the knowledge. It also contains really handy questions at the end. So yeah, I really like the study guide for studying for chemistry. Something about the tests. The tests are most likely to be past exam paper questions, starting with multiple choice questions and then continuing to some, response questions, and usually at the end there are questions which require a longer response. Then for the internal assessment and the external assessments, which will make up your final grade. Okay, so first of all, the external assessment, which accounts for 80% of your final grade, consists out of 3 papers. Paper 1 is multiple choice questions about, by the way, this is for standard level. For higher level, the weightings are a little bit different. Paper 1 is multiple choice, 20%. Paper 2 consists of short answer questions, and extended answer questions, accounting for 40% of your final grade. And then paper 3 is also about just the core, so about the topics, but also about the option that you choose, which is also for 20% of your final grade. And then, last but not least, internal assessment, which is, as for bio and physics, an individual investigation accounting for 20% of your final grade. So what you do is you design your own experiment. You design it and you write about it. You do it, of course, as well, and you analyze the results. In the back of your book, there's also a whole chapter about it. Of course, there are a lot of different topics you can, or experiments you conduct about different topics, but it's very important that you choose something that appeals to you and that you choose something that is not too hard to collect data on, because it's very important that the data you collect, that you understand the data, and that the data is, you can work with the data, you can analyze the data and process the data. That's very important. And you should also, of course, do something that you enjoy, because you will spend quite a few hours on the internal assessment. Okay, so I hope that you find this video about IB chemistry helpful, and thank you for watching.